What's going on, guys? This is Gibbs, and we're going to break down the final 3 goals of the Rlcs Season 5 World Championship. I'm finally back from London after vacation, and I wanted to break this down for you guys. It's going to look a little weird because I actually have to use my primary monitor on the left to draw stuff on for some reason. It won't let me do it on any other monitor, so I'll be looking this way most of the time, and then we'll be drawing some stuff as we get forward. And you'll also see me alt-tab in a bit here. So, we're going to start it from after Dignitas scores, and just the control they have for the rest of the minute 21, basically. We won't go too deep into all this stuff, but it's mostly just poor clear attempts from Energy. Like, this is their one scoring chance, and it doesn't really work out. We get a pretty easy clear here from K-Dot. And finally, right here is where it ends. Now, for the remaining 108, Dignitas controls this field the entire time. So, we'll continue from here. And it's all about throwing to open space or throwing to your teammates to not give the other team a chance to get a very easy clear. And that happens over and over. And this is like the basics of Rocket League. And you can learn a lot just from two of the best teams in the world playing the best series we've ever seen in RLCS, and about how they make mistakes here with just trying to clear the ball. So, starting off, right away, it turns into a 50-50. And we get a win. I believe that was K-Dot. So, K-Dot and Violent Panda cars are very, very similar. So, now, kind of a poor clear here. We see right away. I think that was Justin, or was that Garrett? I'm sorry. That was Garrett. No, that was Justin. So kind of a poor clear here. He just throws the ball forward to try and, like, relieve some pressure. Turbo, look at this. Bounce clear. And we're going to be talking about a lot of bounce clears. As soon as the ball bounces, you immediately power shoot it out. Now, Justin hit it just a little bit too far forward. Like, as you can see, he can't really 50-50 here. So Turbo throws it out to space. He throws it so high that it's a very difficult play for Energy, and Violent Panda meets the ball once again, turns it into a 50-50, makes it a worse hit, and again, then K-Dot, power clear, a bounce clear, and look at where he places it. He places it like in a spot where Garrett G and Justin don't really have the greatest chance. Now, Garrett right here could go for the half volley clear, but he decides to attack the corner, and K-Dot reads that very effectively, and K-Dot just keeps the ball alive. They almost score here, but it doesn't work out. Now, Garrett is going to try for the wall clear. And again, Violent Panda is coming up for the 50-50. Makes it. Now, this play right here is probably the worst play that we'll see out of this whole thing. Like, Fireburner can't really do much here. The ball just drills him, and now he's got no momentum. Now, he's nervous, though. At this point, it's hard to tell, like, if he's on ball cam or not. The replay's glitch. But I would assume at this point, he's on ball cam for a little bit. He kind of sees he has some space. But he kind of panics here a bit. He just immediately, like, goes in the air and uses all of his AD boost at this point to just throw it and do basically nothing with it. There's no even 50-50, like, at the end of this dribble that Fireburner is so good at. He puts himself in a really bad spot. Maybe some nerves coming in here, but very, very bad dribble there. And K-Dop can easily keep ball possession. Now we continue. And again, here, K-Dop, these touches, he is keeping himself behind the ball at some point, or at least trying to, like, create something with a pass. The ball gets away from him a little bit, but he's still there to challenge. And Turbo's there as well. Now, Violent Panda again comes in, that third rotation. Violent Panda is attacking the ball very, very well here. And even gets a back pass, so Turbo doesn't have to worry about a 50-50 as hard from Fireburner. So Turbo wins that. Now, this play from Justin is another really bad clear here from Energy. He had 100 boost when he went up for this aerial. And he goes and he just throws it forward. He's probably looking for Fireburner at this point, but Fireburner, he's leaving for boost. The problem is, though, you just throw this on net and you throw it low. Now, K-Dop, look at this. Bounce clear. Again, the power clear. We'll go over to K-Dop. And look where he throws this ball. Just super high, really, really fast. Garrett G, it takes a lot for him to even get up to that ball, and he can't make a quality hit on it. So, again, Dignitas keeps ball pressure. Again, a back pass from K-Dop here. No one is really there, but it turns into at least a 50-50, and Violent Panda wins it once again. Dignitas just controlling the field. Now, again, Justin, another poor clear here from him. We'll go into play review for this. He had, I believe, 100 boosts for this as well. Coming off it, yeah, he just got 100 boost. So he's waiting for these plays. Now, this is his chance to clear. Now, the threat of Dignitas always flying makes you fly pretty early. So Justin goes up. That first touch, fantastic, so he can make a second touch on this ball. But the problem is he runs out of boost and he throws it low. He wants to throw that ball high, try and attack that back wall. So at least Turbo, when he hits it, and we'll do our first drawing here, I guess. So if he hits this high, then Turbo's got to make a play on this back wall. Probably just hits into this corner, and Energy can move up and attack this corner. And then, like, they have ball possession here. So one of Garrett or Fireburner can attack this, try for a center. The other can go for the aerial and try and shoot. But instead, since Justin hits it low, it just turns into another power clear. Another bounce power clear from Turbo. So Turbo, look where he throws it. Where no one from Energy is. He throws it extremely high. Both Garrett and Fireburner are in their net. Now they have to go to the corner. Both Garrett and Fireburner go for it. Fireburner calls him off. But the play here is from Violent Panda. Again, challenging the ball so effectively. Violent Panda comes up and taps this out. So Fireburner loses it. Now Garrett G, he's in net with 13 boosts. And this is because of the whole last minute of just Dignitas controlling the pace of the play. And now we'll go over to K-Dop. Now Turbo gets called off from K-Dop. Turbo doesn't have that much momentum anyway. So this is a great play here from K-Dop. And look at this shot. That's like unsavable probably if you have even more boost. Garrett tries to make the save, doesn't. And now it's just like Turbo coming in to clean it up. So Turbo, he was around for this play. He just waited. Like, he has that trust in K-Dop. Look where Violent Panda is. He's on the back wall too. Like, Turbo is the last line of defense. And if somehow K-Dop misses this, there could be issues here. Like, if Garrett can get control of the ball. Obviously, Garrett doesn't have a lot of boost, so Turbo is also moving up because of that. But you got to expect from K-Dop that this will be good. And Turbo's waiting for that back wall pass, if anything. But K-Dop going for the shot, then gets a little bit of a bump on Justin, and Turbo finishes. And Justin, as well, as we go back here, has like no boost. He has 23 boosts. Again, because Dignitas controlling the pace of play. So he can't really do much. He gets bumped. And there it is. Turbo scores. Now, get into the meat of the video. We'll go into fly for this, and we'll talk about everything here. So there's 4 seconds left. The crowd is going crazy. You probably can't communicate with your teammates a lot. So both of these guys actually go for pretty much a neutral kickoff. A pretty basic kickoff here. Like, Turbo, maybe he should try and, like, adjust his kickoff here to either, like, keep the ball grounded or to even, like, allow Justin to just throw it deep into their corner. Problem is, trying to communicate to your teammates after you just scored probably the World Championship goal is very difficult. So they go for the basic kickoff, and it pops up. So we'll start here. We'll go a little bit further here. So K-Dop has to hit this ball, and the reason why is because of the threat of Fireburner. So as we get into this, we'll go over to Fireburner. So Fireburner, right here, he has the threat of scoring this goal, because Fireburner can easily get under it. Now, Fireburner, I believe, doesn't even have that much boost, but we'll check in a bit. He probably has a decent amount, like 40, but he's using some here. So K-Dop has to hit this ball just because of the threat. Now, it's hard to tell here if there's going to be any time on the clock when this ball bounces, if Fireburner can go for the bounce shot. Probably not. Like, Fireburner probably just have to keep it alive, throw it deep in the corner. But K-Dop has to go for this just because Fireburner is there to threaten. Say Fireburner went for a boost as well. Like, if Energy did their patented, like, double boost grab on the kickoff, then this play is basically dead. K-Dop doesn't even have to hit this, and the game's probably over. Like, unless Fireburner can get here quickly, but it's doubtful. Anyway. So going over, we'll check out Fireburner really quick, and then we'll go back to fly view. Fireburner, he has 20 boost. Yeah, so he doesn't have that much because he just used a lot of boost. So there is a threat, but maybe not as much as you might think. But we'll go back in and no view here, but he can still make that play. Like, he would have been like underneath that ball, at least trying to threaten for a shot. He would have 0 boost though. Violent Panda probably makes that save. Violent Panda, how much boost do you have, buddy? I think Violent Panda just picked one up. Yeah, so he's got 85. So maybe you allow Fireburner that chance, but again, 0 seconds, you're going to just throw the ball deep. That's generally what you're going to do. So, sorry, Violent Panda. We're leaving you. So K-Dop hits it forward. Garrett G coming over. He got the other corner boost. He's going to grab it here. Now this play from Garrett. We'll look at the field here. He just wants to throw this deep, generally. But the problem is you have to keep it alive. You have to keep it up. He has a lot of boost. He might be able to trap it and try and make a play. The plays he can't make, and we'll get into right here, is he can't really go for the curve off the wall because look where K-Dop is. K-Dop is ready. He is ready to just jump off that wall and kill this ball. So he can't really use the wall all that much. He might be able to try and trap it and dribble it, but K-Dop can, again, just come off the wall and tap it away from him, and that's the end of the game. So, again, Garrett goes for the safer play, throws it deep towards Fireburner. So we see here, just boom, just throw it deep. Try and use that corner, like maybe like even hit the curve of the corner. But Fireburner's there to make a play. Fireburner just picked up that boost. Violent Panda can attack him, obviously, and we'll see that in a second. But that's the play Garrett makes. Tries to throw it deep towards Fireburner. Once again, Justin has a lot of boost here as well because he grabbed that mid boost. So he's always a threat. Like if Garrett throws it to Fireburner, that threat is very real that Fireburner passes it out to Justin and Justin can score. So continuing on with the play. Now this play right here, I want to talk about a bit. Say you have perfect audio. Violent Panda can fake this play, but there is no way that these guys can probably hear it all right now, like in Rocket League. So the play right here, as we slow it down, while Violent Panda is going up for it, Fireburner is boosting back. As soon as you hear that, in a perfect setting, Violent Panda can actually fake this ball. So let's get into it real quick. So Fireburner, basically, like if Fireburner stays here, then Violent Panda has to hit this ball away. But Fireburner is already coming back. But again, no one can hear anything. But if Violent Panda just fakes this ball, then this ball is going to just land right like here. And Fireburner's already coming back. He probably can't make that play. It's probably going to actually land like right around there. So Fireburner would be out of the play. But again, you can't really hear that. And again, the safe play, just throw it deep. Throw it deep every single time. So far, nothing really going to like awry here. But then things start happening. So we'll get back into it. Violent Panda throws it deep. Actually throws a beautiful ball. This is beautiful. Going deep into the corner. All three of Energy go for this. Not the greatest play in the world from Energy. They kind of have to just trust this. The important thing, though, is the boost. The one thing Violent Panda did wrong is the ball lands right near the boost. So Justin can grab the boost and hit the ball. So he gets both here. But Garrett and Fireburner, look at this. All three from Energy in the same exact spot. And this is just desperation time. You just want to keep that ball alive. But honestly, they could have spread out a little bit more to make this play a little bit easier on themselves. It probably wouldn't have worked, obviously. Like, everything came together for this. But, like, on this play, like, if you're looking at Fireburner can't really do much with this ball. Like, this ball's going away from him. The only thing Fireburner can do, say no one goes for this ball, is come up on the side of it and trap it and try and hold it in the air. He can't shoot from here at all. And also, Fire does not have a lot of boost at this point. He is, like, almost nothing. So, like, if Turbo waits for the first touch from Fireburner, he probably wins the game easily here. Because Fireburner, no matter what, he only has one option here. And that is to try and trap the ball on the side of his car. And then try and dribble it out and go for the flick. And hopefully Justin can catch up to the ball. But as soon as he touches that first touch, that's when Turbo should attack. Now, Turbo Pulsa, I'm going to call you out here. I'm sorry, man. I'm very, very sorry. But it's time to call out Turbo Pulsa. Because this play from Turbo Pulsa was a little presumptuous, we'll say. Let's go back a bit. So we're going to go back. Just watch Turbo. What are you doing there, buddy? A little celebration, maybe? Maybe he thinks he just won the world championship? Why would you do that? What are you doing, Turbo? Like, if Turbo moves up here, so honestly, Turbo can freely move up. So right here, we'll stop it. Right here is where Violent Panda hits the ball. Let's go back. K-Dop. He's going to grab boost. I chose the wrong color, but whatever. So K-Dop's going to just grab boost and then come back to net. So Turbo, you're free to move up. Again, clock management, you want someone in net, no matter what, at 0 seconds. So K-Dop, he's going to be in net. So Turbo can easily move up a lot quicker than what he does here. Probably wants to pick up these boost pads either way, but he can boost through them and make this challenge even easier if he wants. But instead, he decides to celebrate. So, Turbo, little celebration here. Not sure why. He doesn't even use any boost. He does grab, like, both boost pads, though. And he is going decently faster, but he could have probably cut the corner a bit more and actually made a better play instead of jumping and celebrating. Never want to leave the ground when you don't have to, and that's exactly what Turbo did. So, now he's coming at this ball just a little bit later than he expected, and we'll slow it down here. And again, Fireburner doesn't really have a lot of options here. Like, if Turbo doesn't go for this, Fireburner can trap this on his car and not really do a lot with it. He's only got 29 boost. He's not going to do much with this. K-Dop, he also moved forward on this play, which was very, very strange. I was shocked that K-Dop grabbed the boost and turned and moved forward. When you're up a goal, like, I get it that you want to challenge these balls and not let energy do it. But why move forward there? Just keep that man back just in case, because Violent Panda is obviously forward like after his clear. That makes sense. I'm going to point out Violent Panda too. He made some mistakes here as well. So, Turbo goes for the challenge. But honestly, like, see how much, like, how forward this ball is going? Fireburner's not going to be able to do a lot with it, like, if he allows him to go for the first tap. And you would think K-Dop would have been behind Turbo, so then Turbo can make Fireburner like, go for a flick, and then K-Dop can easily kill it because he's got boost. But instead, K-Dop also moves forward, and Turbo goes for a weird challenge. And Fireburner, like, obviously, great play there to throw it, and so it hits the wall. Now, I'm going to go over to Violent Panda here. I'm going to call him out a little bit on this play. So we're going to actually do play review for this one. If I can figure it out. Hold on, we got to go over to Violent Panda. We'll go to play review. So, Violent Panda making some good plays here. No real boost left. But, like, where are you going? Where, like, why are you just driving in front of the blue net? At this point, you immediately should be heading back. So right here, like, after all these plays, like, we'll come around here. He's trying to fight for this boost, trying to, like, bother them a bit. Makes sense. But as soon as that goes wrong, go back. What are you doing? Just go back. And he doesn't go back. He instead just kind of lazily drives around on the blue side of the field, which is not helping anyone. And there's no point of it. But that's all he's doing. He grabs a little bit more boost. Like, I think he probably wanted, like, the corner boost for some reason. But why? Doesn't really make any sense. Now he's finally heading back, but he's so much later to head back. He's going supersonic at this point, so it's not a big deal. He's going for that boost grab. But, like, he could have been back a lot quicker, and maybe he could have been in net to guard the shot. He might have still went for the boost, but that extra few seconds there, maybe he gets back and makes the save. Very, very possible. But instead, he kind of lazily hung up the field. Again, at 0 seconds, guys. Just make sure you get back in time. So, we'll see that from there. And Justin obviously making a great shot. We'll go over to K-Dop for the end of this play as well. So, this play, too. I am shocked he doesn't just fly out and just try and block angles at this point. Like, I guess he wants to just block the shot and try and, like, react to it. Which he tries to do there, but he misreads just a bit and doesn't get the save, just barely. But he could, like honestly, probably jump out and just try and block angles. Because he knows that Justin has to keep the ball high. So maybe you just fly out, put a little bit more pressure on him. But I get what he's trying to do here. He's trying to make that save. Doesn't happen. And Justin scores a goal. Great goal from Justin and that boost grab to start it all off. We'll go over to Justin so you guys can see the glory. The beautiful glory of this play. Go back to 100%. So, right here, he has a lot of boost at him as well. He touches and grabs that boost. Fireburner, obviously, with the challenge. And now here it is. 56 boost and a dream. Boom. The goal. Absolutely insane. The crowd's going nuts. And now you have to immediately start playing again. You have about 5 seconds for that replay. Maybe 10 seconds. To recompose and then start playing again. Now, let's go into the overtime. Oops, I'm going the wrong way. All right, overtime. Here we go. Starting off. Now, Energy's going for their double boost grab. So that's why that was different from their past one where Fireburner moved up. So now they don't have to threaten with a goal to start. And Garrett throws it away, but it goes kind of towards Turbo. So Turbo gets the clear. Again, the place where you clear it is so important. Turbo clears it right to K-Dop, basically. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, this clear was actually not as good because K-Dop has to go back for boost. My apologies. My apologies. Getting a little mixed up. So, Turbo clears it. It's not a terrible clear, though. Like, Justin can't do a ton with it. But he almost makes something happen because he's Justin. He's really good. So, Justin tries to get the double tap. Doesn't happen. But this play here from K-Dop is like the difference between the Fireburner play earlier and what K-Dop can do on this play. Let's go over to K-Dop. So, this play was nuts. Just like the composure to go past your net and just keep it safe and like, all right, I'm just going to dribble it out. Just clear it out. Like, so much better than what Fire did. Obviously, Fire had a lot less boost, but a great play here from K-Dop to just pressure and throw it forward. Now, this play from Fireburner, not the greatest either from this wall clear. So, this wall clear kind of sealed the deal just a bit. So, what you generally want to do, like, Turbo's moving up, but whenever you're you go for like these half wall clears or just like hitting it off the wall, you gotta be very careful with where you put it. So Fire basically puts it like back towards the orange half, which makes it a much easier play for the third man on orange, which is Violent Panda, to make a play rather than Justin. Honestly, Fire, he might not have had the time. He probably could get more of an angle to just throw it deep. And then Violent Panda can't really make a play. I'll show you where Violent Panda is. Sorry about the screen here. Violent Panda, like, at least throw it over his head, maybe a bit. We'll clear these. But instead, he kind of just, like, smacks it right against the wall, but back out towards where Violent Panda, like, already is. If he throws it above Violent Panda, makes it a much harder play. Violent Panda is probably forced to clear it off the wall, and maybe then Justin can follow up on a rebound. It depends what Turbo does, but whatever. So, Fireburner, not the greatest clear here. What he wants to do, if he can't clear it that way, is try and throw it more parallel, but I think the threat of Turbo is what kind of costs a Fireburner here. He's a little bit worried about where Turbo is going. So, Fireburner, he just clears it out, but this is an easy play for Violent Panda to beat out Justin here. Let's see how far away Justin is. But the main difference between this challenge is just the ball is heading towards Violent Panda. So now, like, Justin can't really do much with it. And honestly, Fire probably, yeah, his only option probably to throw it deep in the corner. Like, if he does try and throw it back pass off the wall, Turbo is there to threaten, and that's what he was doing. So, but you see right there, so that's like the main difference. Violent Panda can now get a much easier hit. And it goes in their favor just slightly, and Turbo's there to make a play. Now, here's the infamous bump and the goal from Turbo. So Turbo is just lurking at this point. He is very confident that Violent Panda can make the play, and Violent Panda was playing out of his mind. Keep that in mind. So Violent Panda, he gets it by Justin. Great play here. I actually want to maybe show a little bit of Violent Panda's decision-making here on this play. So we'll go back a bit. So Fire hits that, and he knows he has this one. He sees Turbo, but look at this. Just a great drop down to avoid Justin, avoid the 50-50. And now Turbo has the ball. Now, here we go. All right, so Turbo's going for the ball. Garrett's in net. Fireburner, kind of in no man's land here just a bit. I want to see how much boost Fireburner has. He has tons. Garrett, how much boost does he has? He has tons. So, Fireburner cuts rotation here, which obviously when it happens, you probably shouldn't have. But he doesn't fully cut rotation. It's kind of weird. So, let's go into the slow part of the play. So, generally, what you would do here is Fireburner would just rotate back to net, and Garrett would make the play on the ball, like he would go after Turbo. Turbo probably gets the shot off either way, but then Fireburner, like if he just does a casual rotation back, he makes an easy save, and the play continues. But instead, he tries to cut rotation. Not sure why, because honestly, he's so far away that like Garrett is still probably going to beat him to the ball anyway. But I think Garrett goes for boost here. Which I'm not sure why he went for boost either. Again, this is right after the craziest goal ever, like in the Rlcs, so there's going to be mistakes. So, as we clear this, we'll see. Like, Fireburner, he tries to cut rotation, but Turbo makes a good play here. He kind of, like, fakes, like, going for it at first. But look at this. Like, Fireburner's going... Like, he tries to cut rotation, and then it's like, I'm going to go kind of back towards the boost. Maybe he thinks Turbo's going to try and like dribble like around the wall or something. But he doesn't attack him. Like as soon as Turbo kind of fakes this hit, Fireburner's just in no man's land. He's just continually going this way. When his probably best bet would have been just to attack Turbo. Like if he wants to half rotate, just fully commit to it. And then that allows maybe some more pressure on Turbo. And Turbo doesn't make this play. Garrett though as well. I think he was trying to protect his boost more than anything. From Violent Panda, because Garrett does pick up that boost, I believe. Let's see. Actually, not sure if he does. Maybe it's not even there. No, it's not even there, so I'm not really sure where he's going. He grabs that boost, and then just kind of lingers, and then he goes for the other boost. Maybe he thinks, because again, Turbo's going to attack it on the wall, but instead Turbo goes like for the shot, the surprise shot. So it's a very good play from Turbo. But the play from Fire is just the play that's kind of mind-boggling, like to cut rotation here just doesn't make a lot of sense, and that's with Justin out of the play, wherever Justin is. He's all the way over there. So, yeah, he cuts rotation, and on this play, both of them are looking at ball cam. Like, this is a play for Garrett at this point, but it's so hard to tell because Fireburner's, you know, he was trying to guard the wall, but they were both like double committed on this wall. Fireburner, much easier to play, just rotate here, and then he's in net, and this is a very easy save. So Garrett wants to go. It wouldn't have mattered, because Turbo had Garrett beat here, but the play really was just that rotation from Fireburner. Now, like, I'm not trying to dog on Fireburner here. He played an absolutely amazing series, but that's the play. That's the difference here in the overtime. One mistake is all it takes for Dignitas for the 3-time Turbopolsa to make the shot, and a beautiful shot there as well. But that's it. That, like, little fake here from Turbo. I'm pretty sure no one thought he was going to go for the half volley, like, off the wall. Right there, beautiful. Most people are going to trap this ball and then go up the wall and go for the dribble. Not Turbo. Goes for the shot. Wants to be the 3-time. Wanted to celebrate earlier, but instead he celebrates here, and they get the win. And there it is, guys. Breaking down the last 3 goals of the RLCS. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you did. Maybe we'll break down some series at some point. Not this in-depth, but, you know, a little bit less in-depth than this. But definitely some panic plays towards the end of the series from both teams. Like Dignitas, very bad clock management at 0 seconds. And Energy, obviously, ball chasing with 0 seconds, but you basically have to. But with all the pressure on the line, Game 7 World Championship, still the greatest RLCS series we will ever see, probably for a long time. Like, not even just that it was Game 7 and a 0-second goal, just the amount of plays that we saw from both teams was absolutely insane. We won't see another series like this, I bet, for a long time. It was something special, and I'm glad that, like, I got to see it firsthand with that amazing crowd as well. But absolutely crazy performance from both teams. But again, it always comes down to just those small things, you know, those small mistakes, and if the other team can capitalize. And Dignitas, they capitalize here. Your RLCS Season 5 World Champions, Dignitas. And there you go, guys, breaking down the last 3 plays. Let me know if you liked it in the comments below, and maybe we'll do some more stuff with this. But until next time, I'll see you later.